Hmm. Thanks, Fuka. Oh, hello.
Enemy reinforcements? No, this is...
What the hell is going on now?
Oh crap! Weapons at the ready! Let's go! Judging by the appearance, looks like the mastermind has finally made its entrance.
Hello.
Now. Do not be so frightened, my beloved children. I am Samael, caretaker of humanity and protector of mankind's well-being.
Okay.
That sure is a lofty-sounding pretense. I'm assuming you're the one responsible for everything that's happened.
The one responsible. If it's for the sake of my beloved children, I shall graciously accept this moniker. My sole wish is to protect all of man, my precious lost little lambs.
Right.
I am a being born from a prayer for peace, an instinct manifest in all who wish safety from calamity. As such, it is my duty to eradicate what some may call the willful reform, truly the root of all conflict. In doing so, I shall rescue my pitiable children from throwing themselves into the inferno of war.
Wait. Oh. Wants to eradicate reform?
Damn it! Would you just speak English? You're not making any sense.
If comprehension eludes you, then so be it. My protection is of a unilateral nature to begin with anyways. Accordingly, I had no intention of crossing arms with you in the first place.
You said your name was Samael, right? Tell us, what made you decide to come down now? Given all the trouble you went through to break down Toshiro's heart behind the scenes, the fact that you're showing yourself now tells me something. We messed up your plans, didn't we? Had to come see it for yourself.
Silence, you tainted child of calamity and war. I won't deny the children that I have been tasked to protect are on the brink of straying from the path of benediction. Therefore, allow me to shepherd you to your salvation. I implore you to accept my convocation of peace.
And that means?
The power you just obtained is a mask of madness, one which will assuredly drive man to ruin. However, if you should wish to have it removed, I shall make it so. In doing so, you would be relieved of the tragic memories you experienced here and return to the life you know.
So you're saying if Toshiro-san abandons the power of his awakened persona, you'll get rid of his memories of this world and send him back to the real one?
Indeed. Furthermore, my offer is not limited to him. The path of salvation is an invitation I extend to all of you. Though you may be infidels who have the audacity to defy a god, I trust this world has been edifying.
Been fun.
Here you witness the folly of running into the flames of battle, brandishing nothing but discordant values.
You're...
Now, you needn't be hasty. The intoxication of a fleeting victory has clouded your senses. I shall be waiting to hear your true verdict at a different venue.
Hey, who said you could just...
I guess he said. Yeah, it is interesting.
There goes that windbag. Sure loves to hear itself talk, huh?
If I'm understanding, it's saying if we stand down and surrender, it'll send us back to the real world, right?
Yep, I'd say that was the gist. Real generous of you, buddy.
I know what it said was ridiculous, but I can't deny the feats it's pulled off so far.
He's
not
definitely
sure what
reined in the
exactly
full
it is,
wheels.
But I think its power is the real deal.
It is interesting. Samael is... My religious law keeping is not that up to snuff. But I knew the name Samael, and it has ties to Satan and the devil and whatnot, and potentially being another fallen angel. Not necessarily Lucifer, but it could also be Lucifer. That's why I was really confused by the line, how he was trying to get rid of the idea of rebellion. Because rebellion's a very Lucifer thing. So I guess that's why they went with Samael in this case.
That's awfully pessimistic of you, Arena.
I guess that's true. Maybe I am feeling some uneasiness. According to Samael, I'm the reason this whole thing happened in the first place. Not that I think everything it said was true, but I won't say I wasn't bothered by it either.
Yeah.
Also, I'm glad it wasn't just, you're so lazy. Everyone is lazy, so I came here to control them.
Oh, exactly. Oh, wait. Yeah. Toshiro, I'm trying to be serious here.
I'm just saying, meeting the head honcho seems to have made you unusually meek. But hey, perhaps you intend to accept his gracious offer of salvation?
No, that's not what I...
If you have a goal you believe in, then you keep moving forward. Even if it means knowing you'll get hurt. That's what you and everyone else taught me.
Well, sounds like Toshiro has decided on his answer.
That's right. It'll take more than a bit of lecturing to make us have a change of heart.
I agree. I don't see salvation as throwing away everything we've done so far either.
If we were willing to settle for a deal like that, we wouldn't be the Phantom Thieves. I don't think that's changed since we came to this world. In fact, I think we're even more firm in our resolve now.
Honestly, I don't quite understand the nature of this new power I've awakened. But the one thing I'm certain of is that you're the physical manifestation of the courage inside me. And nothing some egotistical god says is going to change that.
Toshiro, you're right. Thanks.
Hey, way to go, Toshiro! When'd you learn to talk the talk, huh?
But I think we have our decision now, don't you think?
Okie dokie, time to wrap this thing up, leader.
Nod.
Joker, I couldn't have made it this far without you. Your confidence means the world to me. So, will you fight with me until the end?
Do it together.
I couldn't ask for a better set of allies.
Hell yeah! Time to fry up this salmon jerkwad!
That's why we love Ryuji.
Wait, how are we even gonna reach the thing?
Up?
That doesn't really help us.
Is that a train?
Still low-key hoped that the area boss fight would all form was just a train. Oh hey, it's the train from Sonic Shuffle. I just feel.
Well, hello, everyone.
I just noticed the way too late.
Miss Lavenza?
I love this.
Why did Miss Lavenza become the sky and come here from the train? Why did Miss Lavenza become the sky and come here from the train?
It is going to be all right, Morgana.
Is she an acquaintance of yours?
Well, technically, she is.
From talking cats to blue children, you sure have an eclectic bunch of acquaintances, don't you?
Excuse me, but please refrain from making peculiar characterizations of people. Actually, let's save that for later. It seems to me that you all have a destination to get to. Should your will be resolute, I am willing to lend you my aid. I only ask that you make your decision while this room retains its present form.
Room? Do you mean this train is...
Indeed. This is but another manifestation of the Velvet Room.
Now the room makes sense.
However, as for why it assumed its current form following its previous volatile state, frankly speaking, even I do not have that answer.
While that does beg a plethora of concerning questions, this doesn't feel like the right time to raise them.
So we'll be skirting across the night sky on a flying express line? What fun! Would you mind if I took a moment to sketch the train in its entirety?
I would mind. Please board immediately.
What?
Come on, what are we waiting for? Let's get a move on.
I need to see more Lavenza and
Yukari.
Yukari?
Steam ahead. All right.
Yosuke interaction.
Woo! Toshiro, do the thing! You know, choo-choo!
You do realize that's not what a train actually sounds like, right?
Don't be a spoil sport. Just do it.
Choo-choo!
Why are you doing it?
We have some interesting characters in the fray now, don't we?
Kid to chat with?
Quite a novel proposition, I should say. That's what you call hanging with the homies, is it not? But I think I will save that for when this is all over. We are now departing. Please exercise caution so you are not flung from the train.
I need the train to do a choo-choo noise. Yes.
Time to write.
Oh. Such a dumb hype moment. I love it.
The train is en route to its destination. Please have patience while we wait for its arrival.
That room transforms into a train after the meddling of Samael. The growth of Ren's heart has emerged, and the emergence of Toshiro's will all came to head. Transformation of the room is but one destination, the abyss that holds a hostile god.
You okay, man? Nerves still messing with you?
Well, yes, a bit. I'm worried that we're headed to the final showdown without certain details being sorted out.
I feel the same. There's still the question of Irina and this world itself. Not to mention the fact that we're not even sure what exactly it is we're going to fight.
I am not sure how much help I will be, but if you'd like, I can share with you what I know. Please be aware that this will involve a degree of speculation, but I should be able to provide some useful information.
Tell me about this world.
Actually, I should probably start by telling you about the root cause of our present circumstances first. I too have been conducting investigations into the nature of Salmael's existence. What I have found suggests it is the materialization of an instinct which exists subconsciously in the human heart.
So, do you mean it's a sort of malevolent god, like Yaldabaoth?
Unlike the god of control, who was born from a collective yearning for idleness, Salmael is, how should I put this? A universal instinct that's burdened man since the beginning of time. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to die. Man's innate desire of self-preservation is another way to put it. One might call it a material embodiment of this instinct, born from an ocean of human subconsciousness.
So, kinda like the personification of people's consciousness that goes, "No, don't hurt me!" Right?
When you put it that way, it doesn't sound so bad, but...
Perhaps it was the passage of time, or perhaps it was a change in the nature of the human soul.
Thing is, Erebus, I've never, can't remember how you say his name, but that is essentially the personification of people's will to die. It's their wantingness for things to end, and the idea that if that ever reached Nyx, then that is what caused the end of the world. But less so a god and more of a creature, which is also another interesting take on it, or another change. Because I wonder if, with enough time, and if it didn't instantly just go to Nyx, would it evolve to a point of thought? Or would it continually just get stronger and continually try and reach Nyx? I don't know. But semantics.
In any case, a transformation occurred for the purpose of keeping pain at bay. Whether you consider the battles one fights to assert their convictions, or the will driving them towards their fruition, it seems to think that all potential sources of pain ought to be eradicated. If there is anything that does differentiate it from the god of control, it is that Salmael believes it is protecting humanity by eliminating individuals with ideologies it deems threatening.
Also somewhat different from Samael then. I see where the extra L comes into play.
So, Salmael thinks it's protecting humanity, huh? Oh, good grief, that's one of the worst types to deal with.
And that means it'll do whatever it takes to destroy those it deems likely to cause people pain, correct?
The words and actions it has exhibited thus far would seem to suggest so.
Ah, crap. Now I'm confused again. So, in simpler terms...
Well, this might not be perfectly accurate, but... Salmael's stated goal is to ensure that people don't get hurt or suffer.
Oh, I love it.
And in order to accomplish that, it came to the conclusion that any risk taken to fight for something is undesirable. Does that sound about right?
Furthermore, given our nature as humans, there will always be those who take a stand to initiate change. And that gives Salmael an endless supply of people to stamp out for having these dangerous ideas.
Dangerous ideas. In other words, they possess the will of revolution. A desire to take a stand against authority.
So, this time around, Toshiro fits the bill, huh?
Oh, so this is all something that happens, like, a lot. But this time is different just because the Phantom Thieves got involved because of LeBlanc, maybe?
That would seem to be the case.
I'm very taken by this drawing here. Could I give my opinion on it?
Maybe leave that for later.
Alright, that's enough about that.
Okay.
Now that we have a decent grasp on Samael, what's next?
Tell me about this world.
This place. It's a spiritual world ruled by Salmael. It was built using your cognition, Toshiro. In more succinct terms, this is a metaverse Salmael constructed to break your will. I have come to the conclusion that that is the most accurate way to describe it.
That seems like a lot of trouble just to take me out.
Under normal circumstances, it would have been able to erase your will simply by invading your mind. But a budding power to resist its domination had already taken root inside of you.
Power to resist? Oh, I get it. You mean a persona?
Precisely. The persona is an armor of rebellion, meant to resist those who would try to exert their influence over others. Like the Phantom Thieves, interfering with those who possess this power is no small task.
And you're saying this power of the will had started to take root in me as well?
It is quite plausible if there was something to trigger it.
Anything happened to you recently that rings a bell? Like, you ever think, I'm having a burst of willpower, baby?
That's quite a crude analogy. Oh!
So it did help you think of one.
It was the end of last year. As I told you before, I'd been undecided on whether to indict my father for his wrongdoings. And it was right around that time when you all hijacked the live TV broadcast. Here I was struggling to stand up to my father while you were boldly proclaiming your beliefs to the entire nation. When I thought about it that way, I felt inspired to show the same courage as you. As for what happened next, well, you already know that part.
It is still only a possibility, but a faint seed of power may have taken root within him then. Of course, a persona can be awakened in other ways, too.
I see. I think I'm starting to understand.
Agreed. In other words, with ordinary people, Samael is able to invade their minds whenever it pleases.
Where did she get these pens? Random dude, okay, defenseless. Right?
But with Toshiro, the subtle emergence of a power to resist prevented it from interfering.
Also, I like how you said reminds me of Persona 4. Yet, really, something I learned playing through all the other Persona games is they're a lot more they share a lot more similar themes and theming than I used to think. Like, yeah.
These drawings are so, unique. I'm kind of at a loss here, but... yeah, that sounds about right.
Additionally, Toshiro-san being able to resist Samael's power meant he posed an even greater threat.
So it was willing to do whatever it took to snuff him out.
Well, kinda. All the god in Persona gave was the power to enter the TV world. The characters themselves, the three of them, you notice that only one of them truly awoken to their persona, which was you, because you was a wildcat. He had the potential to... He was the main character, essentially. He was open about who he was, so having that potential and being in the TV world, it naturally allowed him to have a persona. He probably would have had been able to use an evoker in Persona 3 to summon a persona. and so on and so forth. No, I want to say he did have a little butterfly moment in the car before getting off the train. Also, this is another thing to keep in mind. This goes for pretty much all of Mega 10. They're kind of loose with their canon and stuff as well. So a lot of the finer details doesn't really matter. And especially with Persona games, the way shadows and personas are represented between different games are tweaked and changed slightly. Like they had the line here, Lavenza. Personas can be awakened in other ways too. And it's so funny, if you go through Persona 4, you have this whole, oh yeah, you need to accept your shadow self to get your persona. We've seen that not happen with Toshiro now. He got his persona to help him fight his shadow self. And in Persona 2, Eternal Innocent Sin. Yes, Innocent Sin. You had all the main cast fighting their shadow selves and accepting them. Except for Maya. Maya just says, no, shadow me, piss off. And she never accepts her shadow. And yet is still fine. Like, it's interesting that there isn't a consistency, but that also makes it a lot more interesting. Because it also highlights how not everything is the same. Not everyone is the same. People's psyches are different. Anyways.
And the moment it made the decision to eradicate my will for social change, it created this place.
Yes. The metaverse we currently find ourselves in is called the Kingdoms. Salmael must have attempted to purge your will by using the memories which lay dormant in your heart.
Well, I never would have guessed there was a war being waged inside my own mind.
Even so, your subconscious was putting up a fight against Salmael's invasion from the very beginning. And amidst it all, it's very likely that's when you were born within Toshiro Kasukabe's spirit.
Me?
Just like Salmael used the individuals from Toshiro's memory as symbols of domination, there was another individual in Toshiro's heart who embodied the spirit of revolution.
Eri.
With your mind under attack, you subconsciously materialized Eri and entrusted your hope to her. This hope was the power of your persona, the thing that Salmael was trying to destroy before it fully formed.
So in effect, this is what you're saying, yes? Salmael created the kingdoms to try and quash the potential of Toshiro's power.
This kid just had to flex.
In response, Toshiro's heart created Irina as a symbol of revolution, and the keeper of his power. So every battle the Rebel Corps fought was ultimately an effort to protect Toshiro's will.
Oh, not bad, Fox.
I can't let you take all the glory, can I?
What are you trying to prove to her anyways?
Things were looking pretty grim before the Phantom Thieves got here, so I'm not sure if I'd have lasted much longer.
You had only a fraction of power, but it was also very faint. It stands to reason that you would be unable to stave off Salmael's invasion on your own. However, no matter how persistently Salmael attacked, it was never able to completely wither out your will. Thus, hitting the limits of its patience, Salmael opted for a last resort. That is when it must have dragged the real Toshiro Kasukabe into this metaverse.
Ah. So the assault happened before.
And then it used my fiancé, my father, and my imposter. Each one of my traumas trying to corner me.
It wasn't able to break Toshiro's heart with Irina defending it, so it went for the throat instead.
Ugh, seriously? Using a person's memories to try and break them down emotionally is some real sick stuff.
You got that right. For the people? Who's it kidding?
But that didn't go according to plan either, did it?
No, it did not. Therefore, it would stand to reason that Salmael is also in a difficult position. The fact that it showed itself would seem to indicate the intention to settle things with its own hands.
Which means we're in for a head-to-head fight, right?
Yeah, we just have to win.
Yes, you have the general idea. I know we went through all this relatively quickly, but we will be arriving shortly. I will be happy to answer any more questions to the best of my ability after we arrive.
Thank you, Miss Lavenza. To put it plainly, the enemy is yet another nosy god wannabe. It's not going to be an easy fight, but when has that ever stopped the Phantom Thieves?
Nod.
Pardon me.
Oh?
We will be arriving momentarily, everyone. Are all your preparations in order?
Hell yeah! Bring it on!
I would have liked to enjoy this pleasant train ride a bit longer, but I suppose that will have to wait until we clean up this mess.
Our morale couldn't be higher. Onwards!
No cause for concern, I see. Very well. I will take us right in.
Huh?
We have arrived safely. Please, watch your step getting off.
Excuse me, but is that what you call safe?
The world did 3 whole rotations.
I'm dizzy.
Sorry. Could I get a bag or something?
Ugh. Anyhow, it looks like we made it to the enemy stronghold.
Do you think Samael's waiting up ahead?
Yes, but I wouldn't expect a warm reception. I would suggest going further only when amply prepared.
Okay.
This is the final battle. Let's get the win and stop this nutcase for good.
Yeah. And I'll settle the score with my past once and...
You don't make it easy to have a cool exit, do you?
I was really hoping that Lavenza would be here as well. End things for good. Very ominous. Questions for Lavenza.
By the look on your face, I take it there is still something on your mind.
This talk is voiced? I guess they're like, quick, we have Lavenza, keep giving her more dialogue to read out. Make up for the lack of dialogue in Persona 5.
I am more than happy to shed some light on your understanding of the situation, if you would like.
Please do.
Of course. So what would you like to discuss first?
Okay, about this train.
As I told you before, this is the Velvet Room, but with an altered appearance. The appearance of the Velvet Room will change depending on the visitor's state of mind. But typically, once an appearance has been determined, a second transformation should not be possible. Therefore, I believe this world and Salmael are responsible for the current aberration from the norm.
Is this related to what you said before? About the room being unstable?
Salmael is an entity that specializes in rooting out threatening ideologies within humanity. In other words, the ability to counteract is presumably one of its strengths. However, nullifying either one entirely seems to have been beyond its means. Furthermore, Because the Velvet Room regained its form from within a state of limbo,
For some reason I read that as limo.
I presume its current appearance is only temporary. It seems safe to assume so. Between the interference of Salmael, the growth of your own heart, and the will of Toshiro Kasukabe, the present appearance is likely the result of these irregularities happening all at once.
Explains why it's a prison again in Scrambled.
That makes sense. Well, at any rate, having this train has been a major convenience. For now, let's just be grateful for it.
Nod.
Is there anything else you wish to ask me? Salmael was the entity responsible for creating this world in Toshiro Kasukabe's heart.
See, what I'm still interested in is how the Phantom Thieves actually got wrapped in. I have a few ideas, obviously, but it's nice to just know.
This much I told you already, correct?
What was going on with Marie and all the Legionnaires? How'd they actually come to be? Because they didn't seem like shadows to me.
Those who reigned as rulers were created from memories and images. They were idols Salmael conjured for the purpose of emotionally cornering Toshiro Kasukabe. I believe you have all witnessed an entity being born from an unintentional breakdown of cognition before?
You mean from Futaba's palace, right? The cognitive form of her mother.
In actuality, they were fragments of Salmael's own existence, with the visual appearances of their real-world selves.
So all that time, they were treating Toshiro like their plaything, when they were the actual puppets all along, huh? Wait, does that mean the Legionnaires were this way too?
Yes, but unlike their rulers, it seems like Salmael used shadows that were drifting in the subconscious sea. And in order to force those shadows to submit to its will, it absorbed them. The power crystals that appeared when the Legionnaires were defeated were likely remnants of this process.
Oh, the gears.
Is there anything else you wish to discuss? Her case is another extremely rare one. A cognitive presence, a persona, a shadow. It may be best to think of her as a being that shares attributes with all of these.
There's something really wrong with the voice volume in this. Some lines are clear and other ones are just like, this is way too quiet.
Meaning...
Toshiro Kasukabe created Irina when his will and the power within his heart were struggling to be heard. She was the embodiment of Toshiro's feelings of hope, revolution, and resistance.
When you describe it like that, she sure does sound a lot like a cognitive being.
Subconsciously, Toshiro entrusted her with his power, the seed of a persona, figuratively speaking. One could say that while in this state, she was a cognitive being with an inner persona. Typically, personas and shadows are two sides of the same coin, and the entity known as Irina carried the light and darkness of Toshiro's heart.
It's a coin having landed on its edge.
So she was born from cognition, but she's also Toshiro's persona. Which would explain why Irina's still herself even after she awakened to her power.
Furthermore, even though this area may have been conquered, a portion of it remains connected to people's hearts. A possibility remains that the events that took place here had a subconscious effect on the real Eri Natsuhara's heart.
Huh.
No. But, again, this is all speculation on an exceptional circumstance, and exclusive to this specific situation. It would be disingenuous of me to go on about theories I cannot substantiate. Is there anything else you wish to discuss?
Thank you very much, Miss Lavenza. I feel like it's all making a lot more sense to me now.
Well, if I was able to be of assistance, then I could not ask for anything more. Now then, this is as far as the train can take you. Please proceed on your own from here, and good luck facing Salmael. Fortunately, despite the change in appearance, the Velvet Room has retained its usual functions. I shall be able to assist you with persona fusions and the like whenever necessary.
Yay!
That's a huge help, Miss Lavenza. What would we do without you? Okay, I say we'd better prep for battle before moving out.
Ren, nod. Ooh! We have quests.
Be sure come back again later.
We could
I've
look
got
into
some new
stuff in the
products
shop,
available. Make sure you're well prepared.
but I'm like, some interesting things in the shop, but I'm probably confuse more interesting things.
What would you like? Come back soon.
Right. Oh, yes, next spell. Skills. Really don't care about that. Could just go for more damage. Could increase this. Sure. Because I keep bitching about how lackluster it is, so it's probably worth actually, you know, buffing that. Oops. Didn't I get? Probably that. Panther. This. Buff for everyone. Haru gets that, sadly. There we go. Hey, Toshio's there. I mean, we can't do anything with him, but he's there. I love that transition.
Do you wish to perform a fusion?
Okay.
Which persona will you choose?
We don't
Now
have
then,
any new...
make your decision.
Ooh. Ooh. Chiyu. Surprising that that's higher than Lucifer, but okay. Wow, he is up there for a change. Metaton. Oh, I should probably pay attention to what these guys do. He's interesting. That has a lot of HP and SP. Metatron. That's awesome. Fool's Reckoning, Ambush Plus. Immunity, greatly increases the amount of voltage. Huh.
Which persona will you choose?
We could get a bunch more personas.
Are you
Let me
finished?
just take a look at weapons.
Would you like to
quickly.
create a weapon?
That's quite an upgrade for Makoto.
Select a persona.
Can't do it. Maybe we should just
What would you
buy
like? Well then, have a
weapons.
pleasant day.
Let me take a look at the store quickly.
I've got some new products available. Please, take your time.
Joker, no. Arena, that's arguably better in every way, except we don't get the status element. We do miss out on range, but it's a lot.
Everything. Thanks for your purchase.
Okay, let's get some of the ones for people we use.
You have a good eye. All right, here you go.
Some of these is like, it's going to be hard to replace. Like 12. So we'll do battle cry.
Everything
that
good?
sounds.
Thanks for your purchase.
That sounds potentially useful.
Stop by anytime.
Okay. Let's spend some time fusing, guys. I'm knocking the table.
The awakening of a new power. Which persona will you choose?
Easy money.
Is this persona? Please wait just a moment.
Because it's been a while. Oh, hey! I recognize him.
Is this persona? One moment, please.
Slap to the face. I love that move name. Mott.
Is this persona? Please wait just a moment.
Some more money of the easy variety. We do need King Frost, so we'll prioritize them first.
Is this persona? One moment, please.
Oh, it's that guy. We have a lot of... we have a lot of low-level summons potential. I wonder why. Pixie. Pixie's all these low ones. Man, I am an idiot. Increase knockback distance by 5 squares. Put that on Queen. It could be annoying, but we could also do some really funky stuff with that. Hang on.
Is this persona?
Hang
Please
on.
wait just a moment.
This could that. Could be kind of entertaining. Oh, we can't do them.
Now then, make your decision. Are you finished? What would you like to do?
Makoto.
Which persona will you choose? What would you like to do? Would you like to look at the Persona Compendium? Do you wish to register a persona? Then please take a look.
Yeah, there's still one that we're missing here, but I feel like we could get that. We could probably get that if we just like summon 2 random ones and see. We might also get it as we go along.
Are you finished? Until next time.
Right, I'm going to take a quick break here. Refresh my
I should write that down.
cup of tea, all that good stuff. Stretch my legs. I'll probably be back in about half an hour maybe. So, see you then.